This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country. So this is a gasoline engine, actually. It's not a diesel.
No, I think if you put diesel in this, bad things would happen.
Whoa! Dan, are you drifting here by the cows?
No, just saying hey to supper.
Okay.
I did have to cut up the other bed.
A little bit in order to lift it off.
So I went through quite a few discs.
Ooh, David did a really good job.
Yes.
Dan, well, welcome to my office here.
And it is a much more ground floor type deal.
We found the original winch from the mountain. What do you think? Wow, that's tight. That's like an inch on each side. Let me introduce you to Clifford, the big red 1976 Ford F-600 4x4 commercial work truck. And I want to take this opportunity to do an old versus new and actually show what 50 years of progress actually looks like, because right here I have a brand spanking new Ford F-550 4x4 commercial chassis, very similar to what happened with this truck about 50 years ago when he was born. I'm at the Happy Yak Ranch with my buddies Dan and David, and I want to see technology capability comparison here, and let's see what these trucks are made of. So first, let's talk about the new truck right here. It is an F-550, but several years ago, Ford actually brought back the F-600 name. I just couldn't find it anywhere. It's really hard to find. I think it's a truck you really have to order because it's a little bit more unique. But basically, when we say 550 versus 250 or 350 and such, we're talking about weight carrying capability. But the beauty of this chassis is that it can be two-wheel drive or 4x4, and this is a 4-wheel drive truck right here. And the other thing you can really change on these trucks is the length. And because it's a chassis cab, you could see right here, it's really unfinished, but this is the way it comes from the factory. And these rails are very straight, so you could put a variety of different bodies, solutions, make it a tow truck, a wrecker, a box truck, a bucket truck. You could really make it almost anything. So it is a 4x4, and this gross vehicle weight rating is on this truck is 19,500. That's the limit of the 550. So when you make this a 600, basically the truck looks mostly the same, except you get a little bit heavier springs, and then your weight carrying capacity goes up even further, but you retain the same chassis and the 4-wheel drive capability. But Dan, can you help me out here?
Absolutely.
So I want to talk about the older truck too and kind of compare powertrains and choices and options. And one thing is immediately obvious, it's the height.
Just a little bit, you know.
Wow. So dude, why do you think, I mean, the new truck is that much lower? They're both 4-wheel drive, they're both pretty capable.
Well, see, in today's world, fuel prices are quite high. And then when you get using a diesel, compared to this, it was less about aerodynamics, it was less about fuel efficiency, it was, can it get the job done?
Yes.
And this truck has got fuel efficiency in mind, I'd say. They're trying to look out for the bottom line because fuel is one of the biggest costs in business. Yes. So I'd say that's why it's pretty lower. Also, when you look at this thing,
yes,
that bed is up to the bottom of my chin. So it's pretty hard to load that sucker up compared to that, which is much, much easier, less labor to get the job done.
Yes, but that's why we have measuring tape. And we'll measure this in a second. But I also wanted to make a point that this older truck, it actually left the factory as a 4x4, not aftermarket.
Correct.
Changed.
A factory 4x4 conversion with all Rockwell components.
Yes, and it's beautiful, but also these Rockwell axles are ginormous. So I think partially what's going on here is that Ford back in the day, they had to package giant transfer cases and giant axles, and the way their frames were used to be made, it just made the truck a little bit taller naturally, right?
Well, from where this is now compared to the tires that were on it when it came out the factory,
yes,
is about 4 inches lower.
Okay.
So that's about the height difference from now versus then.
And also this truck is sporting a brand new bed. Well, not brand new,
it's brand new to me.
Well, it's also brand new because David, our friend David, actually built it using your specifications. And we have a whole chapter on this, Dan, because David, my dad, and I, we went over to actually retrieve this bed from the previous owner.
Thank you, by the way.
And that you purchased.
Yes.
And it's a dump bed.
Yes.
Not hooked up right now to the PTO.
It's on my to-do list.
Yes. But we have a whole chapter where we can actually show how we got the bed off the old truck, brought it over here, and then it's here. So one latch outside, huh?
Yes.
Why not?
It makes it easier, faster to get into, so that you can actually work on the vehicle. Easier to maintain, so much room, everything is easy to get to.
Exactly. So this is a gasoline engine, actually. It's not a diesel.
No, I think if you put diesel in this, bad things would happen.
What? What would happen?
Well, I don't remember right now, but I know it's very, very bad.
Well, the thing is, so you talked about changing tires because there's not a lot of horsepower or torque, comparatively speaking, so you need gearing to help you out, right?
Correct.
So what are the power specs on this 361 cubic inch?
I've got it on my phone
Okay.
in a dyno chart that gave net and gross power ratings.
Ooh, very precise.
Now let's see here. The certified engine power curve for the Ford 361 cubic inch,
Yes.
8-cylinder.
Yes.
It was a net torque, which is everything factored in, of 322 pound-feet at 2,000 RPM.
Okay.
And net brake horsepower of 182 at 3,800 RPM.
Okay. So, comparatively speaking, by current day standards, where, half-ton V8 engines are at about 400 horsepower, that was not, comparatively speaking, as much power, but that's why you have a 5-speed manual in here.
Yes.
And what's the gear ratios? 683s?
Well, the rear ratio is a 680. The rear ratio is a 683.
Yes.
However, the front is a 680. And since you're not supposed to use four-wheel drive on dry ground, that couple number digit difference is not that big a deal.
But this axle ratio here is a 430-1 instead of 683, which is a big difference. But this also has double the gears.
It has, yes, double the gears.
Yes.
And I imagine the torque, we're probably triple the torque.
All right, let's take this big beast for a drive. So it's a little bit of a jump to get in.
Just a little bit, but there's a impromptu handhold on the bed there, the headache rack.
Ooh, David did a really good job.
Yes.
That's very nice. And it's removable. Which part is removable, actually?
That whole thing. So you see that metal part?
Yes.
That whole thing will lift up and out. And then that way, if I need to change things up, or in the case of what we're going to do to get this home.
Yes. Loading it in the trailer.
Yes, I'm going to go through the back window.
On purpose?
Yes.
Okay. So before you start it, remind me what the GVW of this puppy is.
Well, the GVW is 17,200 pounds.
So about 2,300 less than the new truck.
Yes, however, the axle ratings on this truck are higher. 7,500 pounds on steer, 17,500 pounds on the drive.
But you have to remember those GAWRs, the Gowers, you can't add them up to get your total rating.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, if I'm looking to axle to axle.
Exactly. So these are actually heavier axles than that 550.
But when you talk disc brakes versus drums, oh yeah, the braking is where a lot of stuff kind of comes in.
Okay, let's go.
Let me turn the AC on for a minute.
Where is the AC?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
2x55.
Okay.
No, we're gonna cruise.
So you do have power steering on this.
I do, and it's so lovely.
Well, he purrs pretty nicely, actually.
Indeed.
The mirrors are, of course, manual.
Yes.
They're not heated.
No.
They're not power folding.
No. Simplicity.
Simplicity and visibility.
Yes.
Oh, you have a little Clifford over there.
Yeah, somebody I know, all of a sudden, I get a picture one day, and I've got a mascot. And how can you not love a pun like that?
I think, I used to call him Bachelor Pad, right? But really, Clifford, I think, is more appropriate.
Yes.
So you have big plans for this truck. You're gonna install the radio. You said the heater works.
Yes. Last night we met one of the previous owners of this truck. Talk about an amazing history.
Yes.
Holy crow! And we drove down in this, and it was getting a little chilly.
Yeah.
And the heater does work. Its effectiveness is a little bit to be desired, but thankfully, I live in Georgia. I don't have to worry about that for about 2 months of the year. So.
Yeah, but the air conditioning is a different story. But you said you have side mirror windows.
Well, and that's the other reason why the back window's coming out, because I found a rear slider.
Ooh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is a country road. It's very appropriate, right?
It is.
You're dancing on the pedals there.
It's a ballet of very, very beautiful amount. And if you don't rush it, you don't grind them.
Dan, are you drifting here by the cows?
No, just saying hey to supper.
Okay. So, this is maybe not the quickest vehicle in the world, but it never had to be, right?
But it is such an experience. Oh my goodness.
So really, this truck demands attention, right?
Yes, it does not suffer in attention. It will reach out and bite you in a hurry.
And remind you, say hello.
It's like, oh yeah, you're driving something old. Abuse me, I'll make you pay.
Yes. It just hops around. You need to be, the brakes sometimes can pull one way or another, right?
Sometimes, depending upon the way things go, like the brakes are a bit of, you know what? After 50 years, the truck has developed a character.
Yes.
And it's your job as the owner to understand what that character is and be able to respond appropriately.
Exactly. And that new truck hasn't developed a character yet.
Not yet, but I
No.
am sure that many, many people who operate it in the future will help shape that story.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look under the hood of the new truck, shall we?
Indeed.
So then, in the late 90s, they also brought back the Super Duty name, right?
In 1998 and a half, for the 99 model year, they brought back the Super Duty, a nameplate that first I can recall originated in the late 50s.
Yeah, and now, of course, it's stuck. It's a cool name.
Oh, yes.
And this is a 6.7 liter
Scorpion.
power stroke, exactly, V8. Of course, it's turbocharged. And commercial engines are actually rated slightly different from the consumer versions of the truck.
Yes, they take them down just a peg to make them last a little longer.
Yeah, and there's also different emissions testing regulations, etc. So this spec is what, 330 horse, right?
Yes, sir.
And 950 torque.
Yes, indeed. Now, ironically enough, you talk about emission, the things are different, right?
Yeah.
The orientation of the emission components in the exhaust system is actually different compared to what's going down the road.
What do you mean?
The diesel oxidation catalyst and the diesel particulate filter, they're switched
On this one?
compared to the road going, the everyday passenger
the
model.
consumer ones.
Yes.
Yeah, that is interesting. We can take a look at that. But really, this has double the horsepower, triple the torque, approximately speaking.
Right.
So you would think this is a race car. Well, we need to drive both and find out.
Oh, yes. See, now it's funny. This has got more power. It doesn't need as many gears. You know what would be fun?
What?
A Rockwell 9 or a 10-speed in that thing. That would be fun.
Yes. Then well, welcome to my office here.
And it is a much more ground floor type deal.
Hold on a second. Also, actually, key, there is no push button start in this XL model.
That is a relief.
I'll let you get in. But really, what modern trucks are all about are they're becoming cars, really, right? Because the dashboard is very kind of automotive, consumer-like. I mean, it has nice touches. Even in this a little bit plasticky XL model, it still looks premium. You've got a lot of features: cruise control, adaptive. You've got, of course, your menus, your phone integration. You've got your digital screen. But I love this: a lot of still physical buttons and knobs.
Well, when you compare it to 50 years ago, where luxury was a padded dash pad, this is an alien spaceship.
Yes, and also airbags.
Yes.
Lots of safety, 3-point belts, and also lots of, we have 6 auxiliary switches in here too.
God, you know what? That is so handy because they're already built in. There's a plug, there's a fuse. It really is beautiful.
So you may be a little bit singing a different tune when you find out the price
Okay.
on this truck.
Oh boy. Do I need to brace myself?
Well, where was that sheet? Oh, it's here.
Yes, the Morrow is flying.
We will reveal the value soon and price. Okay, AC is on. So this truck is interesting because this truck, like we mentioned before, is unfinished, really, because it's really doesn't have a back body on it, which means it's going to be bumpy, right? Because it has no weight on it. So I apologize in advance. But it's imperceptible, right? The automatic transmission is ultra smooth. This is Ford's 10-speed automatic, as we were mentioning. I have drive modes. So I have a knob down here, Dan. So basically I can put it, of course, in tow haul mode, eco. Eco is kind of numbs down the throttle a little bit and makes it a little bit more efficient. I got about 16 mpg driving over here to the ranch. And of course it also, because it's a turbo diesel, has an exhaust brake. Well, not quite like your big rig, but still it's okay, right? Well,
It's still pretty nice.
Yes. I mean, it won't tow a total of 80,000 pounds gross combined weight.
I'm wondering, what does this thing tow?
Well, you know what happens? So, like, the highest tow rating for Super Duty is actually not this.
Okay.
It's actually a heavy package, either F350 dually or F450 dually, because those ones have the high output engines, and also there's quote unquote designed for maximum towing. What these trucks are known for is payload. So this truck may pull up to about 30,000 pounds, maybe approximately. But those 450 trucks, especially the two-door, two-wheel drive configuration, that will pull up to 40,000.
Wow.
Which is half a semi.
Good. Gravy and
Right?
biscuits. Whoa, now that is some acceleration.
So that was effortless, but a little bit bumpy nonetheless, right?
Actually, it got smoother as we went faster.
Yeah,
We were
but
flying over the individual bumps.
maybe I can drift here.
You probably could.
No, I need to respect it. I need to respect the cows.
Yes, and the nice folks at Brighton Ford were kind enough to lend you this.
Yes. So I really appreciate the help from Brighton Ford, Colorado, and also speaking of, owning trucks for a long time, our friends at GrangerWarranty.com. You can check them out. It's a factory-backed extended warranty, and there may be some caveats, right, for a working vehicle or a commercial vehicle. But if you're buying a generally car, SUV, truck, check out GrangerWarranty.com to save some money and have that peace of mind, and be sure that your vehicle is fixed properly with OEM parts. So basically, the interior of this truck is wildly different, right? I mean, we were talking about tire sizes, brake differences, heights and widths, which were a little bit closer, right? But in here, it's a whole different story. We also have bucket seats.
Is that what that is? I'm feeling awfully supportive compared to the other truck. It's almost like something's reaching up to just hold me in.
Well, this is not a sport Recaro seat, but nonetheless.
I mean, are you sure? It kind of feels like it.
It's pretty good. By the way, turning radius on these commercial vehicles is tremendously good.
This has got the Super 60 in it, right?
You mean
The front axle, I think. Because if my memory serves,
Yes.
those were some really hard turning son of a guns. I
Yes.
tell you what.
Let me show you. Actually, let me pull up, and I'm gonna do a turnaround. So then I'm looking underneath the bed, and the black part is the original frame. Once again, straight rail.
Mm-hmm.
And the upper part in green is the bed we took off of the old truck. So it is actually adding quite a lot of height to it.
Absolutely, but you have the subframe and then the actual frame of the bed itself so that you can pivot the thing. So
Yes.
this would sit taller than a normal flatbed. So this is also adding to the tremendous height.
Yes, but also you could put a dump bed on a new truck as well.
Yes, and the beautiful thing is these frame rails are 34 inches apart. That new truck, 34 inches apart.
No way.
So if you had the pivot point at the same length,
Yes.
and that frame rail was the same length as this truck, you could unbolt it from here, put it on that one, and it'd work just fine.
Beauty. That's what business is all about. Reusing stuff, actually
Yes.
making it easier. But how tall are you to the floor of the bed?
Well, if I came up on it too quick, I'm pretty sure I'd be on America's Funniest Home Videos after knocking myself to the floor.
Wow.
But we are
Almost 5 feet, 59 inches. Mm-hmm. Wow. It'd be pretty hard to shoulder lift.
well, it all depends upon how good your workout regimen is.
Okay. Oh, you know what we need? We need to add you a couple steps. By the way, you added lights, you added mud flaps, you added reflective tape. You're all DOT specified and legal.
I'm close.
Okay.
I'm enough there where I'm not going to draw any more attention than the rest of the cool truck.
All right, so let's measure the width of these rails because I'm kind of curious. And I also want to measure kind of like to the top of the frame here.
All right. So we're going to do width first. And the width,
There you have it.
yeah, right at 30, right at 34.
Yeah. And once again, flat rails. And by the way, you can get different lengths as well.
Yeah, she squared up about 34 high.
Yeah. And wait, what about that black frame? Let's check it out. And you said about 4 inches lower it was from the factory.
Correct.
So actually, can you go from the ground to about here?
All right. So we'll call that 41 and a quarter.
So subtract 4 from that. That's about 37.
37 and a quarter.
So actually, there's only about 3 inches
From factory to factory.
from factory to factory, which is not a terribly big difference, actually.
No, because the stock height tire was it was an 8 and a quarter 20,
Yeah.
which is roughly 38 inches tall.
Yeah.
Now these are
These are baby.
225 70 19.5s,
Yes.
and
But
we went
in
from
reality, if you can measure this, I think it's about 31 inches. So these are kind of baby tires. That's about 31 almost. 30 and a half. So yeah, in comparison, but this is what a work vehicle is about.
yes,
You could always put a bigger tire on it if you wanted to.
yes, but I will say this: as someone who has looked extensively at tires, it's numbers. I love numbers.
Yes.
There is a very limited tire selection for a 19.5. I believe the largest you can go, I think it's like a 265 something, and it roughly adds up to about a 35 inch tall tire.
Okay.
So it's closer, but with the
But
gearing,
what about this?
but with the gearing that I had going on with it,
Yeah.
this 11R22.5 is a 42 inch tall tire. Now, to look at it there, it looks like it's
squished.
like 40,
Yes.
but unloaded height, it's 42.
Yes. And we have these at about what, 55 psi?
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, so it's not full because you're not carrying full weight.
Well, when you drive this thing and you hit the expansion joints, you best be buckled in because you are going for a ride and it's not going to be 8 seconds long.
No. David, hey, I haven't seen you in a while.
It has been a while, my friend.
know.
Thank you for the lunch you brought me.
Oh, you're welcome, of course. We
appreciate
never
that.
we always have to have energy, right?
Yeah, you always are very good to me, and you stop and give me something. I
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Well, no problem. Remember, when was this? A couple months ago? We went to Nick's place where Dan purchased this bed.
Yep, we did. And your dad came along.
Yeah, my dad was helping out.
Yeah.
4 of us got it done.
Yeah.
That was a whole project that may not have been OSHA approved. Was it OSHA approved?
Let's just say if I'd have had some different power equipment, it would have made things a lot easier.
But the government was shut down, wasn't it?
It could have been.
It's okay. Right, Nick, so Dan purchased the bed from you, right?
Yes.
But can you tell me about the truck here?
So this is my 1948 GMC 1.5 ton. It's got a 270 straight 6 with the SM420 transmission and a 2-speed rear diff.
Yeah.
I want this to be my daily driver in the summer, at least. Really, it's going to take me a lot of work because of how low it's geared. So I got to get rid of the dually rear end. So I got a 14 bolt for that. Front spindles for the front wheels with disc brakes. I have to replace the master cylinder, which is currently under the driver's feet, to a firewall one with 2 chambers.
So you have some big plans for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, but you don't need the bed anymore.
Don't need the bed anymore.
Okay, so we're picking it up, and David's probably going to modify the bed a little bit
That's what I heard.
to actually make it work on that truck.
There's a bunch of similarities of this one to my 45. I don't think they changed a lot of the under frame
think so.
and brake, and it just the motor was different since it was a GMC motor.
Yeah.
This and mine's a Chevy motor.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a 2-speed rear diff. It works. I'm going to be.
That's nice.
That's what you need, yeah.
Well, I'm selling it. I've got a 14 bolt full floater up in the garage off of a 79 3/4 ton because I need to be able to at least go 55. This is going to be my summer daily. I do wet plate photography,
Okay.
like old Civil War style, and so this I'm going to convert into my mobile photo lab.
Oh, that.
Uh-huh.
It's got a nice patina on it.
Exactly.
A little shine juice, maybe from Vice Grip. It ought to clean up really nice.
Yeah, I'm torn between keeping that patina and using tractor paint.
Oh, yeah.
And repainting it because the tractor paint will survive the UV light.
Yeah.
And I can roll it on and it'll look good.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good looking patina on it.
It is.
But you know, you got to do it to what you like.
Yeah, I just haven't decided yet. Red doesn't really show up in those old photos either.
That is true. For photography, red is nice. I brought 2 floor jacks as well.
Cool.
So if we can get it up and off, then we'll just back the trailer underneath it and take it back down, provided we can take it low enough to the trailer.
But you did bring the beams so we can elevate the
Yeah.
bed, basically.
Yeah, and get our horses outside of the wheels and the frame.
8 foot,
so
8
we
foot
can
wide.
we
Right.
can back the trailer in there because it's 8 foot.
And the side stakes are sitting on the back of it. I know Daniel's mentioning one of those. So.
He did
Yeah.
want that, yes.
Hey, you got it on. I'm gonna let you fight this one.
The beast is gonna come to life, right?
God, I hope so. Do that, it's gonna make a fool of me.
It's okay, that's what the old people do. They make fools of us, right?
Got battery. Oh yeah.
She wants to. Aha!
Sounds good.
Right?
Sounds of straight 6s. There's nothing.
Well,
like
you
them.
brought your straight 6.
I did bring mine, which I love. I'll never get rid of. Yeah. Let her warm up a little bit here.
Yeah, she needs to warm up.
She's been sitting there a while.
The foot press start.
You gotta be really gentle with it.
Yep.
Gotta kill it, yeah.
Look at the gauges, really cool. Ah,
Throttle cable.
nice.
So I've got choke, throttle, electric wipers. Instead of vacuum, it's even got the turn signal.
Daily driver,
That's the plan.
daily driver.
No power steering though.
Well, it's a workout for your arms.
That's true. That's true. I never skip arm day when I drive this.
There she goes, 1948. Oh,
She's cold-blooded.
David, push, push. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't want to move.
Those are predecessors to Cooper.
Folks, don't try this at home, okay? Right, David?
Yeah. I'm a little worried right now because it's pulling the whole thing up. So it's either rusted to it.
Or it's that spring tension letting low
I think it's spring tension.
Oh, you think?
from those leaves.
Yeah, give it another crank or two.
Because I think she was squatting a little bit, you know?
If it's spring tension, we're going to run out of room here.
Yeah, we're gonna be out of room.
It's starting to lift off.
Okay, we're good. We're good here.
Whoa! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is this on camera?
I think
Did
so.
you get that on camera? Okay. Plan B, we're gonna go one end at a time. So the problem was we're trying to do the whole thing at once.
Hey, we're 6 inches
I want to
out.
go back, front end up first, then the back end up. So let him come down first. Let's go down, and then I'll let you come down. I think let's try and leave the back end down, take the front end up,
And put the beam under it?
and put the beam under it.
Okay. Well, let's try it.
Because
we
lifting
can
all
get-
three at once were.
Maybe
Yeah.
that light got a little wonky.
I think that's what happened because it broke off, and I think that action of it snapping off is what.
Yes, it moved it.
So that 4-incher we'll put up front, and then maybe we'll save the 6-incher for the back.
That is very low.
Yeah, we have to get it high enough to clear that as the truck pulls forward. I'd at least like to get that 6-inchers, maybe the 6x6 slid in here,
Yes. And then what? Oh, and then lift the back end higher.
and then lift the 6x6 with the jack.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna have to go up just a little bit more, so set her down there.
Actually, I think that might slide through. Right here.
All right, how much you got sticking out? 6 inches?
About a foot and a half, 2 feet.
About the same.
Okay. All right, let's let her down.
Let her down. That'll help hold the bed together too.
The sawhorse can be as close as possible without impeding the.
How wide is your trailer tire?
It's the
Is
same
it
width.
is it about
it's
this?
8 feet.
Okay.
It's exactly 8 feet, which is what this is.
So if the truck clears it, then the trailer will clear it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a street rod tax so I can put the 48 plates.
That's great.
Okay. He goes.
It's beautiful. Easy peasy. Okay. Well, if the rear then comes up, we're screwed anyway.
Well, think about it though. When the rear comes up, that's going to come up another inch or two.
Oh, yes.
So
How about now?
let's go now. Let's try an 8-inch block underneath each side.
Okay.
So let's set her down and see what we got.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Woo!
Wow. Do we need to cut off that light, or is that light gonna...
I think this light on this side isn't connected. Just the light on that side was.
Okay. Oh, it's tipping. Hold on. Why is it moving? I think that board, the beam, it's got a twist in it.
This isn't like a bear either. We don't have to outrun each other.
Right. She's got to go backwards. Woo. My jack is definitely moving with the piece. So that's
Trying to move at the same momentum and timing. as you are.
side.
synchronized jacking.
Are we level?
No, David needs to come up a little.
Okay.
Okay, we're still not enough to get the beam in.
Not quite. Okay. I'm gonna give it a couple. I'm gonna let you get a couple pumps in to even this out.
Okay, go.
Are we almost out of jack, or are we okay?
I think we have
No.
quite a bit of jack left.
Yeah, we got at least 3 inches of jack left, which is good.
And he hasn't even brought winter yet.
We are almost there. Stop right there and see if we got enough.
Wait a minute.
David, now we need to clear that beam. Also.
We're gonna move our plywood right here. And then we're gonna, coming down. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Money.
All right, so let's move our.
I'm stepping away.
Okay.
That is a fair assessment of the situation, my friend.
We got all the weight off of that thing.
Yeah, we do.
I need another inch.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, hold on. Let's come back down.
Okay, now you guys are even.
Push
now.
forward. Well, let's push forward. No.
No.
Folks, don't try this at home.
I think you just got that movement out of it.
I was stuck on something.
That moved like 2 inches.
Okay, Nick and David, now you're performing Olympics.
Olympics?
Yeah, this is synchronized jacking. That PTO is hanging down and we need to clear it. Wow, boys, you've done it.
Don't count your eggs too soon.
Yeah, we gotta make sure our beams can hold all that weight. That thing is so heavy.
I am at home.
Nice.
Oh! The heavy truck.
She's not moving. She's not moving.
Not that fast. I have to go a lot slower over here.
Is that one not jacking very good?
It is, I just don't have a lot of
Space.
yeah.
We're almost there, David. Come up a little. Just a couple of hairs. Yes, I'm in.
We're in.
Oh! So we got a locked up rear tire. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens. You're good. Keep going.
Oh, that's close. Oh my God. Ay, 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 no. I think we need to come back a little bit further.
Okay.
But look, there's this, David.
Yeah, I'm also looking at that PTO piece. Thinking if it can drop
Through?
through,
If it drops.
we'll use these big old blocks right here to set it down, the frame on.
Okay,
that.
okay. Slowly go where no man has gone before. Beautiful. You guys are still beautiful. Oh wow, you have a long ways to go. Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold on, right there.
You guys are doing good, very good.
As long as the jack can come out.
You guys are doing very, very good.
Yes, sir.
So, but then what happened afterwards, after we picked up the bed? I mean, my gosh, this looks amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you left me and I didn't have any help anymore.
Oh, I know.
But luckily, I've got a Ford tractor that does a lot of work for me.
So
And
it's
so-
over yonder, right? Your tractor is over there.
And it had no problem lifting the old bed off and putting this bed on. I
Okay.
did have to cut up the other bed. I
A little bit in order to lift it off.
So I went through quite a few discs cutting it off. I didn't want to use my torch, so I just hacked everything with my
Okay.
grinder.
And then you have to shorten this bed a little bit too,
Yeah, I
right?
shortened the bed by 27 inches.
Okay.
And instead of using the same material on the tail end, I went and bought a piece of channel, kind of like what we did on your bumper of the Vuhonka. This is a 10-inch channel, and then I flared it up, and then I
looks really nice.
welded it onto the corner, kind of tied it in.
And what about this rear hitch section? What happened there?
Yeah, all of a sudden I had FedEx show up at the front door, and this guy was muscling this thing out of his van.
No way.
And I come outside and said, "What the heck are you bringing me?" Dan ordered it and didn't even tell me. And
Well,
the guy,
maybe he forgot.
and
Yes.
he hauled it up 7 steps up to my front door.
No way. Oh my
It
gosh.
must weigh like 200 pounds. And came out and said, "That's just going to my shop."
Poor guy.
Felt sorry for him.
Okay.
But yeah, I had
but
to,
that's the hitch.
I bolted it on, you see here.
Yeah.
But then I also put some, you can't really see them, I put some another cross member, and then some angles.
Some angles.
Yeah.
To make it stronger.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, we need to do a tug of war with it to really see if it's going to hold. But
All right.
I think
We're running short on time.
that right there, that's a 1-inch bolt right there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
oughta
It should
hold.
hold.
Yeah.
It should hold
But you know,
20,000.
This is a dump bed, and what was unique about this frame is 34 inches.
Yes.
And the dump bed is 34, but it came off of a truck that had a 36-inch frame, outside to outside.
Okay.
And it bolted, and we still need to do some work. I told Dan, I said, I got tired of drilling holes,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
It needs another plate right here if he's going to use it as a dump bed. He needs
Yeah.
to put a
Well,
couple
right now the
plates.
PTO is not connected.
No.
But then you made a wonderful headache rack. Was this kind of Dan's design and your design?
Yeah, he sent me kind of just rough design.
Rough sketches?
And then I kind of tried to use stuff I had.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Andre,
Yeah.
these little pipes right here, you know what they're from? Any guesses?
Is that my roof rack
Your
on the
roof rack that
Vuhonka?
I cut down on the Vuhonka?
Oh, we are reusing parts.
So it's got Russian steel right
Russian
here.
steel. Wow. Did you tell Dan about this?
I did. I told him it's got a little Vuhonka
Part,
history.
little essence.
Yeah.
Little essence of Vuhonka.
Exactly. And then I had a bunch of pipe and stuff. I tried to do it on the cheap, you know.
So you kind of made the circle here. I mean, semi-circle.
Yeah, I didn't want it square because this is not square. So hey, it looks all
It
right.
looks nice.
I
yeah.
reused the boards.
From the previous bed.
Yeah.
And the bed floor has been, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was
before.
It needs a little. I told Dan he's still got some work to do. Like he might want to replace some of these, but he needs to
There's a little bit of warpage.
put a screw in the back of every one of these right here.
Yeah.
But
A tiny bit of warpage. But
yeah.
hey, it came off of a 1940s truck.
Right.
So it should,
probably, you know,
I don't know.
this was beet country back in the day, sugar beets.
Yes.
It was sheep country and sugar beet country.
Yes.
And more than likely it was a sugar beet bed. And
and we don't know how old it was
Yeah.
or is.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the wood is concerned.
right.
So,
Yeah.
but you did a heck of a job. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it you know, required me to do a lot of chopping
Cutting
and
and
grinding
lifting and
all that, but I managed to do it by myself.
well, I'm sorry. I mean, we ran out of time. My dad was going to help you. And of course, you were doing it in short stints, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like we had a giant amount of time for this, right?
Yeah. No, I enjoyed doing it for Dan.
It's nice.
I'm glad I got it done.
Well, the old truck, I mean, it barely has a muffler, right?
It's got a cherry bomb, it counts.
Okay. But this truck, of course, has to comply with 50 additional years of regulations. So let's take a look. So it's got a DEF tank, diesel exhaust fluid.
Yes.
And because it's unfinished, it's just kind of hanging here for now. And then we have the exhaust system itself.
Indeed. So you've got what I believe to be the diesel oxidation catalyst.
Yeah,
Because
and
right here you can see the injector for the DEF.
Yep.
And then you have the particulate filter here with the various sensors to monitor temperature and how efficiently everything's working.
Yeah, and then of course it continues to dump over the axle. And this is a midship fuel tank right back here, so it's sitting between the rails. And different configurations can have different fuel capacities.
Yes.
So, but I think people would say too much complication, right? I mean, that's the basic comment that a lot of folks have.
Yeah, technology is a double-edged sword. It's excellent because you have so much more capability and capacity, but it comes at a cost of simplicity.
And maintenance costs.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And here's a little bit of a demonstration on the turning radius. This is not a very short wheelbase. This is quite a bit longer than any dually kind of consumer truck.
If that gate was
And-
closed.
Just making this space. Let me try one more. Just cutting it. Oh yes. That feels actually really weird. It's almost unfair how tight this turns.
You know, for 190 some odd inches of wheelbase, that is impressive.
Right? Like if I was in my Tundra, which is a basic, you know, crew cab truck, I don't think I would have made that turn.
No, these are some sharp steering trucks.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, if that gate wasn't open, you'd have made it.
I know. I was hoping you would run up there and just shove that gate closed. Dan and I drove about 2 hours outside of Boulder to somewhere in Evergreen on top of a mountain. There's my Tundra. And this is one of the previous owner's house. And her and her husband, well, they had a business, kind of a construction business, and they wanted this truck, and then it didn't work. So for their business purposes, so they sold it. And we finally found them here in the mountains. And they have the winch that originally came on this truck on Mount Bachelor in Oregon. And they also have a license plate originally from Oregon for this truck. So this is kind of a reunion before Dan takes it to Georgia. So kind of a special moment. So Dan, we found the original winch from
Yes.
the mountain. What
Yes,
do you
we did.
What do you think?
Well,
Are you getting it?
well,
You-
how many times can you go and get something as cool as a PTO winch and know for a fact it's guaranteed to fit?
But it was on the truck in its original life, basically.
Yes. And
Yes.
which means it was spec'd out and designed for this truck, which means it can't hurt it because it was designed for it.
Exactly.
So you can't get any better than that. Just we'll put this thing back together, get a shaft to drive the thing, and get some cable and
A little bit of paint.
maybe. And then to Gulch's we go. Gulch's Off-Road Park in, I think they call it Waterloo, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's actually one of those, they have the Jeep Trail of Honor, Badge of Honor thing.
Yeah.
That's one of those parks that you go and you get your Jeep badge for.
That is cool.
But we don't.
Or you could pull people out of ditches. Right?
I could do just about anything.
With this.
The possibilities are absolutely endless.
Oh, because it's reversed?
Yeah.
So this is a brand?
Sorry there.
Well, I can't see it now. Oh, I see. MTB.
Yep.
Mount Bachelor.
Yes.
But you're not a bachelor for a while.
Oh no. Listen, if we time travel. Oh, and best yet, it's got the wife's approval. She's already wanting to put it in the front yard and make it a Christmas
That's
decoration.
perfect.
All right, then, and finally, what about price and really value of these two trucks? You have the sticker. Let's show that.
I do.
On camera.
The Monroney.
There she is. So brand new, this truck had a sticker price of $76,895. Now that includes about $15,000 of options, and that diesel is about 10.5. Right there, $10,495. Plus it's got a couple of other options. Actually, heavy package, which I'm not sure how many pounds that adds, but
I don't know, but I can definitely see a big old box behind this thing.
Yes. But it's also four-wheel drive. That's kind of interesting as well.
And in this area of the country, having four-wheel drive for the wintertime, that would be great. Because right now, we're under chain law.
Yes.
So, and having traction tires and four-wheel drive kind of helps out with that too.
Exactly, because we're in the winter months now, November.
Yes.
Now, how much did you and I spend? Because I originally purchased it and I sold it to you. How much money do we have tied up in this?
Well, between buying the truck, doubling the price with the tires, this, grabbing pieces and parts and just hunting for stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
I know, which took actually a lot of time. Maybe not a lot of dollars, but a lot of time.
Yes, but thankfully, I had the time to spend on it, which for my job, it allowed me that ability.
But also bed was a big project as well.
Well, believe it or not, I found this thing for a song.
Okay.
I found it Facebook Marketplace. This bed was only $300.
I know, but you know what wasn't the song? Is David and I and my dad.
See, now, I can't put a price on his hard work and the talent that he brought to the equation, because golly. But
Yeah, that's priceless. I mean, that's really priceless.
we'll say like 85.
Well, almost 1/10.
Yeah, we'll call it a tenth of the price of this
Yes.
truck. So a tenth of the price, but it for sure is not a tenth of the truck.
No, no. And of course, I mean, it's a little bit apples and oranges because really, whenever you have a project vehicle, it's almost a bottomless pit, right?
Yes.
And also that truck is actually slightly used. It was registered before, even though it has almost no miles. And that's why it's on sale for, I think, just under 70K, which is still a lot of money for like 69,000. But this type of truck is meant to make money, right?
Yes.
It's not meant really to just sit and look pretty.
No one's going to come up to the gas station and go, man, that's a cool truck.
No, because it's also white.
White can be cool.
But what about this? You get some comments with this, right?
Man, I think every time I stopped the other night, somebody came over to say something.
Yes.
'Cause it's not every day you see one of these on the road. And it's even less of a not every day you see one of these going down the road with four-wheel drive.
Exactly. And you could tell it's four-wheel drive because it's sitting a lot higher. Yes.
And then there's that sound. Oh, man.
So there you have it. Let us know what you think in the comments below, old versus new. I know it was a little bit of a hard comparison because these trucks are actually quite a bit different, right?
Well, there's quite about a difference between 50 years ago, too.
Exactly. And of course, if you bought this new in 1976 and you outfitted it, I mean, we can apply inflation to that price.
Oh, that would be interesting.
And that would be difficult to calculate, but I think it would be close to what this is.
I hope.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope not.
No?
No.
Well, inflation is the problem.
Yeah, she's fickle.
Inflation is a fickle thing. All right, so here's some spare parts that Dan loaded up into the trailer. We've got the front bed section that came originally off of Clifford and original wheels and tires. So the truck is going in here.
Yes, to make it to trucking.
Turducken.
No, to trucking.
Trucking.
Yes, one part CZ, one part Clifford.
Nice. All right, we gotta back up to this ramp and drive Clifford up on top into the trailer. Clifford weighs about, what, 10,000 pounds. Wow, that's tight. Wow, that's tight. There's no freaking way. That's like an inch on each side.
So,
Yeah?
I present to you a trucking.
Okay, well, you only have an inch on each side. How are you gonna get out?
Very carefully.
Ah, I see wicked plan. Aha! Well, don't forget the winch we bought.
Oh, we could never forget that.
Then I noticed something at home. Some liquid, and I figured out that the winch is weeping.
So, much like a lot of 50-year-olds, it's leaking some fluids, huh?
Yeah, but also I think it's happy because it's been reunited with...
United and it feels so good.
So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for joining us, and oldtfl.com. Check us out.